Hello, dear students. Welcome to the lecturing session on topic data transmission and telemetry under Module 4. Today's discussion as follows: definition of telemetry, general telemetry system, types of telemetry system. Under this, I am going to discuss voltage telemetry system and current telemetry system. Next bit, improved versions of motion balance current telemetry system and force balance current telemetry system. Finally, advantages of current telemetry systems. Okay, this is the previous year question paper. There the questions are asked. Okay. So here the first question is with the help of block diagram, explain the working of telemetry system. Okay. And next one is the construction and working operation of voltage telemetry system. And third question is the working operation of current telemetry systems. Okay, let us first define the telemetry. The definition of telemetry is defined as that a technology which allows user to collect information from inaccessible and inconvenient location and to transmit it to the accessible place to process. So record and display the information in presentable form. Okay. So here the telemetry is nothing but it will be allows to the user to collect the information from the inconvenient location and it will be transmitted to the place where it will be processed and record and display can be done. So the telemetry, as the name implies, means measuring at a distance. The telemetry meaning is nothing but the means measuring at a distance. Okay, so this is the general telemetry system. Okay, so shows the block diagram of general telemetry system. So here in this block diagram there are namely three stages are there. Okay, first stage I'll show you. Okay, first stage input stage, second stage intermediate stage, third one is output stage. Okay, so the input stage, the primary stage, it is the measurement is detected by the primary detector and sent to the channel transmitter. Okay, so measurement it will be sensed, okay, and primary detector it will be detects and sending to the telemetry transmitter. Okay, so here the intermediate stage consists of following three elements. One is the telemetry transmitter, telemetry channel and telemetry receiver. Okay, these three it will be, okay, it will be transmits, okay, channel is there, then finally it will be receives. Okay, so here the telemetry transmitter converts the output of the primary detector into an electrical signal and transmit it to the transmitting channel. Okay, this signal is received by the telemetry receiver placed at a remote location. The receiver converts the signal into usable form and is indicated or recorded. So the finally the output which it will be received, the receiver converts the signal into a usable form and is indicated or recorded or displayed by the end device. Okay, this is the block diagram of general telemetry system, and the output stage in what it will be happens, the what it will be sensed, that it will be calibrated in terms of measurement, means the whatever the input it will be sensed, that it will be calibrated in terms. Okay, for an example, whatever the signal it will be sensed, that it will be calibrated with respect to that one. Okay, so this is the working of general telemetry system. So here the basically few instruments are required for the telemetry system. Okay, here the telemetry some basic instruments are required. The first one is the translating the measurement into a suitable electrical signal, and processing and transmission of signal over the channel, and third one is receiving the signal, okay, and converting into readable, comprehensible readings. Okay, so whatever the input is sensed, that should be readable in the form in the output side. So next, the types of telemetry systems. So here, let us first will discuss about the classification, how it is classified. Okay, the telemetry systems can be classified as follows. First one is according to the link between the telemetry transmitter and the telemetry receiver. So here, landline DC telemetry system. Under that, voltage, current, and position telemetry systems are there. Next one is classified based on RF telemetry system, radio frequency. Okay, so their frequency telemetry systems, pulse telemetry systems are there. Okay, and third one is the second one. The first Roman letters they are used here. Okay, so for whatever I discussed, that is the first belongs, and this is the second one. According to the form in which the information is transmitted. Okay, so whether it is transmitted analog signal, then it will be analog telemetry system, and the information, if it in the form of digital, it is called the digital telemetry systems. Okay, there it will be pulses transmitted in the form of pulses. Next, the landline telemetry systems comes under category of a system which with direct physical link. So landline is nothing but it will be a physical link, the physical wire or physical cable is provided for the connectivity of the nest. So hence this link can be cable used for telephony or telegraphy or a power carrier lines. Okay, this system is most suitable for short distance telemetry because it is cables are used. Okay. Now the next one is the radio frequency RF telemetry system. There is no physical link between the telemetry transmitter and the telemetry receiver. Okay, so there is no physical link or wire cable is available. No, not available. Okay, so the radio frequency telemetry system, there is no physical link between the telemetry transmitter and the telemetry receiver. So the link between the transmitting end and the receiving end is established through the radio link. Okay, so this is the landline telemetry system and radio frequency, where landline telemetry systems the physical link is present, whereas the radio frequency telemetry system no physical link is present. Advantages and disadvantages of landline telemetry system. Okay, so very effective system for short distance, very simple circuitry is required. The information can be transmitted easily by use of modern electronic circuitry. Fourth one is a wide variety of detectors produce electrical signals in relation with the variable being measured at the system's input stage. Okay, because the cables are used here, so these are the advantages. So these are the disadvantages: limited frequency response, signal multiplexing is very difficult. Okay. Just you have to go through. The information transmitted through the link is affected by the EMI because nearer are there electromagnetic interference effects of the main frequency from nearby cable. The effect thermoelectric EMFs are significant in case of telemetry system. Okay, so let us begin with the voltage telemetric system. So in this system, measurement is converted to the AC or DC voltages. Okay, so here in this, okay, so here the potentiometer is used. Okay, so this is the battery supply is given, and here is the slide wire burden to pressure we are going to measure, right? So this is the channel, telemetering channel, and this is a potentiometer scale graduated in kilonewton per meter square. The pressure is calibrated here. Okay, so now this is a construction, and here what it is there, why it is called voltage telemetry system means this voltage you are connected one connected one. Just I will once again. Okay, why it is called voltage telemetry system means the potentiometer is connected across the battery. Okay, so the voltage will be available here. So this voltage, change in the voltage, it will be we are sensing here. Okay. So here at the receiving terminal, a null balance DC potentiometer or recorder is used. Okay, here null balance DU are used. When it is null balance, no force is detected. That time it will be null balance. Meter will be shown in null balance. Okay. So now let us discuss about the working. When the when the change of pressure in the system, the Burden tube activates the slider of the potentiometer. If any pressure it will be comes, so that the Burden tube activates the slider of the potentiometer. Consequently, what will happen? The voltage changes at the transmitting end. Voltage transmitting at the transmitting end. This voltage is carried by telemetering channel. This voltage is taken by telemetering channel to the receiving terminal, where it is measured with the help of null balanced DC potentiometer indicator calibrated in terms of pressure scale. So this is the calibrated with the pressure, okay, or recorded if required. Okay, some systems make use of the deflection type indicators to measure voltage. These indicators are calibrated for the line resistance. Okay, basically null balanced DC potentiometer reduces the current carried by the telemetering channel with negligible resistance. Okay, so this is the working. I conclude here. So when the pressure it will be sensed by this Burden tube, the slider it will be moves. Okay, so moving of due to the pressure, the slider it will be moves. Okay, so here Burden tube is used. Okay, already I have explained about the Burden tube. Okay, there will be liquid that it will be sensed by the pressure, means it will be moves. Okay, so here it will be moves, and hence the voltage it will be changes. That voltage will be detected by this null balanced DC meter. Okay, fine. Okay. Construction working. Okay. So let us little disadvantages we will see. These systems are affected by the line resistance, leakage, interfering sources, nearly noise, and require higher quality circuit than current systems, especially for low voltage. Because what it will be happens if the low voltage is there, if resistance come in picture, then what it will be happens due to this resistance leakage, interfering source, nearly noise, etc. What it will be happens, the possibility of giving the wrong reading about what it is sensed. Okay, what it is sensed, that maybe it will be, you will get some error. The voltage telemetry system is limited for transmission up to 300 meter distance. Okay, so hence due to this the distance will be limited. Voltage telemetry system is limited for transmission, means the whatever the measurement from the measurement to the recording output stage, the distance will be limited. Okay, so it is 300 meters. Okay. Next one is the current telemetry system. Hence, why it is called the current telemetry system? Because if you are looking to, okay, so this potentiometer is connected in series with the supply, whereas in the earlier case the potentiometer is connected across the supply, hence it is called voltage. Now it is connected in series. Okay, so hence what it will we are saying, this is current telemetry system. So now it is connected in series, and next it will be connected on the meter and back to the supply. Now Burden tube is here. Okay, so if any pressure it will be sensed, this slider will be moves. Okay, slider moves. What it will be happens, the current through the circuit it will be changes. Okay, then the current change in the circuit will be sensed by this meter, and that is calibrated with respect to the measurement. Okay. This is the basic construction and working. Okay. Next one is working. Already I have explained. The current passes to the receiving terminal through the pairs of wires. Okay. So when the pressure in the system changes, the burden tube moves the sliding contacts, thereby changing the current at the transmitting terminal. Okay. So hence this current passes to the receiving terminal through the pairs of wires. That is called the telemetry channel, and all the receiving terminal it is measured by the millimeter. Okay, now these days the following improved versions of this systems are used. Okay, so now motion balance system and force balance system. Now I am going to discuss about the motion balance system and force balance system. Okay, motion balance current telemetry system. Okay, so here the LVDT. Okay, so linear variable differential transducer. Already I have discussed the LVDT. So you are looking here. So this is a primary and this is your secondary windings. Okay, in between there will be movable core. Okay, movable core it will be moves depending upon the how much pressure it will be there. Okay, so now let us once I will orient on the construction. So this is the primary winding, which it just 1 minute. Okay, this is your primary winding where the supply is excited, and this is a secondary winding. Okay, and in between there will be movable core. And that it will what signal it will be sensed, that it will comes to the amplifier and it is connected to the meter. Okay, now the working. The pressure acting on the burden tube causes a displacement which moves the core of the LVDT. I repeat here, the pressure what it will be detected by this burden tube, the causes a displacement, means it will be moves, displacement of this core it will be happens, which moves the core of the LVDT, thereby producing a voltage output which amplified by an amplifier and then rectified. This voltage produces DC current in the telemetric channel and measured by a DC millimeter. Okay, so the measured by the DC millimeter, directly calibrated in terms of pressure being measured. What it is measured, pressure is measured, no, that it will be calibrated. This meter. Okay, next one is the force balance current telemetry system. Okay, in this system, part of the current output is fed back to oppose the motion of the input variable being measured. So here, if you are looking here, this is the part is feeding back to this here coil. Okay, the burden tube after sensing change in pressure rotates the feedback force coil. So it will be rotates. This coil is placed here. Okay, here coil is placed. Okay, burden tube is here. Okay. When it pressure it will be sensed, this coil it will be rotates. Okay, the burden tube after sensing the change in the pressure rotates the feedback force coil. This is the feedback force coil. Okay, as the coil rotates, the flux linkages between the primary and secondary windings changes. Okay, as it will be rotates this coil, the flux linkages between the primary and secondary secondary windings change. This change in flux linkages varies the amplitude of the amplifier. Okay, it will be changes the amplitude of amplifier. The output is connected to the feedback force coil, which produces a force opposing the burden tube input, because this is connected back to the this one, hence it will be opposing the burden tube input. This system of current telemetry increases the accuracy as small variation are required, which result in better linearity. So that here we will get the better linearity, because it will be balancing the input. The output is connected to the feedback force coil, which produces a force. I repeat here, the output is connected to the feedback force coil which produces a force opposing the burden tube input. Burden tube input. Okay, so these are the advantages of current telemetry system. The current systems can be developed higher voltages, the most voltage systems, and consequently it can be made more immune to the effect of thermal and inductance voltages in the interconnecting leads as well as a line resistance. Simple DC millimeter can be used. Okay, several receivers can be operated. Last one is the received signals can be added or subtracted directly. Okay, so with this today I conclude this session. Okay, thank you, have a nice day.